then you can still reiterate that opinion. But if you've seen it recently, I do think that we've seen a lot of power of the B defense, even B aggressive maneuvers. You see how quickly up rotate is. We are off to the races now. T-pistol for Mouse. HF's in the chat.
Yeah, a lot of responsibility. He's on his absolute lonesome over towards A. They've done a heavy B lean.
Look at that sweaty angle from Rops to hold the flank.
Yeah, that actually is very geeky. But Diha, he doesn't want to give up this up for free. So he's taken a fight, taken some damage. He's on his own, right? And the reason,
though.
Yeah, the reason he wants to make this as slow as possible is so hopefully they drop back and think maybe a few more members. Rops with a nade through the skylights. That's a different angle.
And just as it blooms, so does Acor swing in for the first.
They're taking A with 3 and 2 are flanking middle.
Yeah, this is actually a really cool strategy. Doto's done very well to find one through the flash and smoke, but swung upon, frozen under a lot of pressure here, and he's been found. A competitive round here. Good shooting. Rops from elevators, quickly traded. CT a threat. God damn, Rush catching them all. Spinks, however, dealt a hand he can handle. Kit's close. He'll be able to retrieve that, so he doesn't have to rush this. Rops is tucked in. They can take this fight together if Dexter doesn't overextend. And he's been found. Nice work from mousesports. Rops doing it all, not only the smoke, but also 3 kills. No Kevlar required.
That looked a lot better. That's probably one of the better T rounds we've seen mousesports play from train into this map. I know it's just the first round, but just a couple of details here. Rops throwing a smoke that we traditionally seen thrown from the ramp. We will be taking a bit of a tech, so everybody, we can take our time to talk through this. The smoke that Rops threw, normally what happens is you take A ramp control, you get up to that sandbag, we see everybody throwing the same jump smoke. But what they've done is they've helped out their A attack from middle, where the utility is safe. They've been able to walk through middle and take away that rotation point because it's very unlikely that CTs are going to push for a flank. And then they're able to cotton off those rotations and make it awkward. Dexter the entire time was staying in limbo, right? If they get the kills on the B rotators and they clear that out, then Dexter can fall all the way back towards B. Acor and Frozen were pushing through those smokes to take the fight and bottleneck ENCE. And it worked out perfectly with Rops coming through as the hero once again. Now, he did a lot of work on train as far as the kill department and impact department went. Just need one other player to show up in a big way with him. And mousesports are probably on to take this 1 to 3. ENCE, as you like, will be force spying in. And this tech issue has subsided, but we're getting this one back underway. Deagles and a scout against SMGs, an AK for Rops, and a Galil for BMAS.
Might need to refresh the HUD. Never mind, we're good to go.
It's the audio, but it's on now, and
it's going to be a bit of a bumpy ride to start this one off. They're into B already, and Snappy, he's gone down as well. The MP5 from Frozen. It's so silent, actually. I've never heard a silencer quite as effective as that one.
Well, you know, we've upgraded them. I don't know if you caught the recent patch notes.
So it's the super silent.
Yeah, you have to pay for that one. It's quite expensive.
Yeah.
And this round is already over. So, yeah, just bear with us, guys. We'll fix this. Don't you worry. We're pretty good at the tech issues around here these days. 2 players surviving, Diha and Alu. They'll just be holding on to their invested weapons. BMAS, Dexter, and Acor will keep their goodies too. And there you go. I told you we were good at these days. We're already back underway. 2-0 to Mouse. An interesting choice for them to be picking into a Vertigo. Now, a couple of reasons they might pick into a Vertigo. Maybe it's the map they want to establish as the strongest in their map pool, or at least, you know, one of their top 2 or top 3. But also, if you take a look at ENCE and this team, since they've been together with Spinks, Snappy in the mix, obviously Diha, they've played Vertigo once, and they lost it once. So maybe a bit of a punish there. It was a 16-14 against Nata Safek's crew.
How is Nata Safek's crew doing?
They're doing all right. They have some up and down results, right? Occasionally, they've got some names in there that people might remember. I think Rouse is one from the Danish scene from some time ago. They got Bird from Sky, which is quite an alias. He's the in-game leader of the team.
Bird from Sky, I recognize that one.
Some interesting
names. Look at Diha. He's got this saved AK, and he's taking a lot of space, a lot of liberties. We will try and fix this audio issue because it's
making our job quite difficult too. Don't you worry about that.
Very distracting. And they'll not only find the first off the back of that, they'll put the AK in healthier hands. Sounds like a dink has happened
before.
Guys, the replay op has got his audio up. I think if we could just have someone on that, that would be awesome. 3-on-3 into the site. Even more frags from Bemis. Just trying to screw my head back on tight here.
Toto has this AK, but he's going to find a kill. Almost gets one.
Does well to actually adjust. a chance perhaps for his teammate to do the damage, but there we have it. mousesports 3, ENCE 0.
All right. Now we can get underway with these gun rounds. So Alu's been saving up for this AWP. Let's see how he applies it on the CT side of a map like Vertigo. Some AWPers have just opted not to AWP on a map like this. I remember Woxic, when he was playing this with mousesports, he had a hard time of AWPing on it. So he would drop it. I think we had other players picking it up. We know Rops likes to do it on the CT side. But let's see how Alu goes. Over towards B in the early stages. A-Core, his AWP is out.
Ooh, baits it with a cheeky bit of ankle there.
That'll force Spinks back into this B bomb site. And we've heard from the players' mouths that this can be quite an awkward bomb site to hold if you don't have any util. Lining up some nades to harass here. There you go, Spinks copping a little bit of that damage. There's nowhere to really hide, only a couple of boxes, and all can be dealt with simple utility.
That's been one of the more valid criticisms, I think, of the B site of Vertigo. Is that as a CT, I mean, look at his options. He's basically standing in the one place they won't molly. Snappy swings out on short. Perfect timing on that one to catch the A-ramp presence, and now that will enable CTs to take an educated guess. Alu confirms that ramp is on lock, and they still want to walk in. You're going to have to invest util to force Alu off the line. He's tucked in on short, though, so here we have a very uncomfortable round for mousesports. 2 casualties. Frozen's gone, as is the new in-game leader. Setting up for Bemus's walk. Sandbags has become such a power position recently, Chad. Diha, how on earth do you handle this? With such grace. Look at that.
Just dipped on out, so easy stuff here. 25 seconds left. Mouse may even consider saving here. They're going to walk into a 3-man stack on A.
Yeah, I don't see how you're supposed to overcome this. This is a frag any day of the week for Alu. D has been found. Bemus left alone, hoping and praying for a fight he can win. 4 frags from Alu in total. He defends A piece by piece. ENCE posting there first.
Yeah, just asking the question if Alu's going to have any trouble CT side AWP. I think he's answered that straight away. And straight away, mousesports will have to reconsider their buys. Good shot here. Just another easy one in the back. And some good impact, slowing them down, making their life difficult as they try to ascend up that ramp. Mousesports will be buying on in. AKs for BMAS and Dexter, pistols for the rest. Back towards B, smoked on out. That'll deny the molly. Alu, does he want to hang around? He's going to throw a nade in. But for a bit of damage onto Dexter and A-Core. Spinks is playing up close and personal.
Yeah, kind of anti-flash as well. Hiding his
Top
head.
of the head. Oh,
just visible.
Boy.
Bemus finds it over the edge of the smoke and the box. It's a big way in. And when you've only got 2 AK-47s in this run, you really have to make every frag count, every opportunity. This is one now for Rops. Holds the line perfectly. Doto thought he had them booked. Now it gets uncomfortable for the ENCE squad.
That's a geeky one-way right there. I have not seen that one.
Is that? Ugh, you're going to peek over that one?
Oh, that is nasty. That is real nasty.
I haven't seen that before.
I've seen the sandbag one, the one under the stairs. I haven't seen the one on top of the little plasterboards.
Someone's been looking at the clip brush.
Oh, they need info. They need a kill. Snappy needs something.
Yeah, Rob's got that kill onto Doto, and now baits in for another. 2 frags on the Deagle. Don't even need the AKs to show up, and oh dear, completely books Diha. Only Alu. He had such impact in the previous, and now, well, they require it all.
Look at this tightening right now. They're all around him. There's no way out.
No way, Jose.
4-1, and a bounce back off of a force fight there from Mouse with just a couple of rifles and mainly pistols. They all walk away with a rifle, so
yikes.
Nice little upgrade, and now ENCE their money. Well, it's in a middling position again, but the CT side, they're going to go for the force.
I saw Alu had 4750, and I was like, well,
here we go.
Here we go.
He found impact before, so maybe he can find it again, but that one way over towards B, I don't want to be Spinks right now. What this means is the ENCE potentially have to play a lot more aggressive on their B lobby. You can't give them control if they're going to be naughty like that. Over towards A, bridge steps heard. 3 players here, and Alu with the glass cannon.
Thinks better of it. Some shots towards the sandbag angle. Wants to stop them from getting that fight clean.
Dex is through the smoke, though, so maybe a bit ahead of the pack here. Alu didn't go for that pick. Maybe they don't expect an AWP.
It's true. The element of surprise still present for the AWP. And now his chance to pull the trigger. He does find Bemis. This is a crucial duel.
Oh,
D has won it. Doto 2, the double Ds fill the feed. This gets awkward. Bombs loose and only Rops and Frozen. An elevated angle. Doto wins his duel 2 now on the FAMAS. And ENCE. They put all of their chips into the center of the table and it has worked. A gamble rewarded. Jostling for control of the finances. It's only Rops now and he is hitting great shots. 2 so far.
3
maybe
now.
3, okay. Maybe he's got some more to say. 25. It's Alu. Oh, agged up, not gonna finish the job. Does with the deagle, 20 seconds. Is he anticipating short? He wasn't ready. Rops makes them hurt. And this is gonna really make the finances oh so interesting.
Yeah, really good shot at that one there, Rops. Almost a 1-on-5.
Like they just lost the round, but it kind of is sketchy for both.
Yeah, and keeping the middle where Dexter and Mytha over in the brain trust of mousesports may consider a rebuy, but this was good. So not allowing them to establish control. You can see ENCE jumping up and fighting in front of those smokes, and that was the difference maker, as we do see a hero AK come out for Frozen. The rest of them will just go for Deagles. So they want to keep this costly as they can. Frozen immediately dipping on back through this smoke. Has teammates with Deagles just peppering through. That'll tag D-Hard down. Unconfirmed. If they can stay silent and they can set Frozen up to find a duel, maybe an opening to crack open this A bomb site. Another smoke over towards short. Minute 20 on the clock. Lots of util used.
A lot of faith on Frozen. Oh, there's 2 of them here. 3 of them here. Oh, and Diha gets 2 heads. More provided by Doto. Acor takes the AK and takes 2 by force. Only Rops.
Here he goes again.
More damage to be inflicted from this human aimbot. Oh, he's made a sound.
Short pushes. A big possibility now. 2 of them lined up together, just defending. With Alu in swing.
Anything you give him.
They gave up the bomb, though.
They did. Ali wants info. And it's more than info, it's a frag. Rops gets him. Uncomfortable now, especially as the smoke is deployed. Going for a plant. Actually fakes it out, confirms his presence short. Great play from Rops, isolating the angle. Snappy's there and he's low. FAMAS was heard and he finds it as well. Rops, good for the clutch. Steps up and snatches 5. Oh, that's going to break ENCE. That's going to break the bank. It was only a hero AK. They didn't even fully invest.
Yeah, this economic struggle that ENCE are under right now, they are under the pump. And look how easy it is for Rops, right? He's just hanging around waiting for these fights to come to him. Eventually forces the issue, knows the FAMAS because of the spam through the smoke. Diha's low. 2 rounds in a row.
Yeah.
He almost got that 1-on-5. Gets the 1-on-3. And yeah, a lot of frustration for the ENCE camp because that felt like a round they should have been winning. That could have been their 3rd here, and we know this is the map choice of mousesports. This is a bit earlier on in the piece when Ali was able to find a lot of AWP impact, but now with this timeout taken, of course ENCE are for sport. Don't you worry about that. They don't want to give up on the economy, do they? They understand that mousesports haven't been able to establish anything great. It's still better than, I think, what ENCE assumed, but
I mean, the frag onto Alu, like that, for most people, that's where the clutch is lost, right? He peeks out, he misses his shot, but so do you. Yeah. And that's the end of that. Instead, hits the wall bang and isolates what was the only healthy player of that clutch. Finds Snappy, rest is history. Great stuff from Rops, puts 5 on the board for Mouse as they look to try and extend a T-side lead here. It's up against another force.
It's 4 players early over towards A from ENCE.
Dexter yet to frag. A chance here for a couple. Snappy found, quickly traded back. It's Alu trying to make things uncomfortable, and with a scavenged AK, he can continue to do so. He'll pull out, bomb spotted, Diha sticking around. They want to fight this, Chad.
Looks like they're getting ready to nade and push. They want to get some info. Acor needs to grab that bomb in the open now. Smoke's cleared. Alu can swing at any moment.
Diha turns the flash and the bomb is retrieved. So this is where they can use Diha for very early information. He'll take risks. in pursuit of a stack. Frozen. Oh, okay. Narrowly escapes the push for info, but he now can deny that.
Oh, forcing the issue here.
Such a tight line held by Doto. It enables a frag. This has completely slowed down mousesports. And now swinging out with his deagle, he peppers them. A tag apiece. Pivoting to A. CTs. Don't forget, scavenged an AK off their early exchange. Dexter's AK fills their ranks. Diha's playing for spoil. He wants to deny that first plant. In the absence of a molly, use the deagle. He's caught one. Beamer's next. Diha again. So reliable for the multi-kill. And Acor using the smoke to try and evaporate. Needs a no-scope, and it's not to be. This is such a battle for control. Bring up that round recap if you can, because it's been one back and forth for the last, what, 5 rounds in a row?
Yeah, it's a tug of war, right? And Diha here doing his best Rops impression, right? Deagle bullets to the belly, making it work. Gets a little bit overzealous there for the final kill, but Lucky Alu's here to save the day. Even gets himself an AWP upgrade, so a great round there. And ENCE with these force buys keep it competitive time and time again. mousesports, they do the same. Rops back onto an AK, pistols for everybody.
Good grief.
It's like we've gone back to Envy versus Fnatic 2015.
Yeah. It used to be a French thing. God, I forgot all about that.
Yeah, just the buys after buys after buys.
Yeah, now it's just Counter-Strike.
They would have been licking their lips back in the day if things were so cheap.
Yeah, they would have. That's when we've seen the resurgence of shocks.
Oh, the molly doesn't land, at least it...
Ooh, a couple of weird timings in this opening 10 seconds. Rops previously very effective in middle, and while they've sharpened this spear, especially for the job, they'll be boosting him up. The off angle, however, being adapted by Snappy could very well lull them into a false sense of security. How wide with the boost will they go? It's actually going to be for the box. Snappy. Oh, just in time. Felt like he had his crosshair close. That's going to be Spinks reacting, though. He knows mid is a threat, and how he's supposed to defend B and B stairs. Or, sorry, construction and B stairs. Dexter bringing that bomb over now. Can't afford to be caught by the flank. Bit flustered. Flashes in. Spinks will eat that. Oh, no, he's fine. Needs that frag, but he can't find it. Frozen's quick to the trigger. Tech 9 for 1. Rops for a second. Finally goes down. That's the best weapon for the job. Now lost into enemy hands, but bomb ticking. And already tucked into the off angles, more headshots as we continue to trade blows. Another one added to the list. 6 rounds of back and forth traded in between ENCE and mousesports, and you wouldn't believe it.
Do they force fight again? Yeah, of course they do.
Of course they do.
Snappy immediately...
They only had one AK, Chad.
Yeah.
How did this one transpire? It's the mid frag.
I think Dexter coming into this team has got himself almost the perfect recipe for an in-game leader. When you have Rops, you just say, go kill them, please. Whatever you want. We'll give you an AK. Just go shoot him in the head. Gets them the entry. And you're right, that pressure on Spinks is the undoing of the round. Because first of all, they have to deal with mid, but they also have to deal with B. And it just looks awkward. mousesports comfortable now. But Snappy's purchased in. No one's followed suit just yet.
Oh, dear.
He is the in-game leader, so I'm going to say they probably will be buying. And he wouldn't be doing that. Such a throwaway round from an in-game leader. That does not happen.
But as an AWPer on CT side Vertigo, you do feel like you've been hard done by when you're at 1400 and you invest again. You're just like, I won't be seeing that Zoom banger for a while.
Yeah, I think his best bet right now, try and steal it back from Acor, because they seem to maybe have just been throwing the ult back between them.
That's true. Rops, good for 1. So flashy, should go down. Shot in the side of the eardrum. 2 early casualties. Diho did get caught elsewhere as well.
Aggression right now. ENCE making this so awkward. Push mid, push ladder room.
Yeah, and like, Beamers could get flanked here. If Snappy takes... The timing on this is everything. Dexter's responsible for the flank. He knows it's a possibility. Rops' death indicated as such.
It's really awkward right now. mousesports are just putting on the brakes here.
But yeah, I mean, the fact that Snappy can now just sit in limbo does enable Doto and Spinks to basically go 1 apiece, but at this point in time, they haven't. P is so open.
Yeah, freebie for Snappy could be everything, right? The fact that they know he's down here, or don't know he's down here. Oh, that was the chance.
Bemis has confirmed it. And Bemis, lethal onto Snappy. Last chance saloon for Doto. Held by the AWP and spots out Acor trying to hit that one tap. Dexter's his next victim and first actually of this one. Trying to retake 2 versus 4, now 2v3. Acor looks to have secured the round as he finds it first. Doto not really willing to take that duel.
Oh, a save. Wait, maybe I spoke too soon.
No smoke. Near impossible round for him. Acor is passive, just waiting for the sound cue.
Oh.
There you have it. Nice shooting. Acor tested. Gets away scot-free. 7 to Mouse on the T side of Vertigo, and that was the investment. That was the force.
I finally feel like we might actually have some rounds here that don't involve everybody going all in.
I think it might be happening.
If Snappy got that kill, that's a completely different round, right? Because then there's pressure from behind, maybe mousesports fumble and go a little bit faster into that A site. But it will just be the USPs. And this is where mousesports can get up to A. Look at this, straight down towards B. Lots of damage done, guns scavenged.
Yeah, but this is the other side of the coin, is if you've said 5B, you probably take the bomb to A. I'm saying this, I'm looking at the slow movement of Mouse. They are just letting this one run out. And based off of that assumption, they're doing the opposite. Look at that. Just wait, let them rush B, grab the weapon, and then panic that we're flooded into A. And what do you know?
No one's home.
Nobody's home.
Yeah, a little bit frustrating there, I suppose, for ENCE, because you would assume after all those bodies how committed they were that they would just flood onto that other bomb site, but not to be the case, and Mouse will be getting their 8th round here. I can say that so early. It is because the damage done to Snappy, even though they have the AK with Doto, it's just not going to be enough here. They'll hang around, they'll try and do some damage. I think ENCE actually, you know, a lot of people might criticize how risky those buys were. If they don't feel comfortable on a map like this, one of their only ways maybe was to stay in control of the economy, which they tried to do time and time again. Now that they've eventually been humbled and bankrupt, that AWP you were talking about for Alu still feels like it's a long ways away.
Yeah, mousesports are definitely looking in like much better comfort zone.
Yeah, Train, they looked lost
at times.
Stages, didn't they?
This doesn't feel that way. Even the pistol round was enough of an indicator. Like, okay, this is a map they picked for a reason. Wow, actually, some significant damage.
Yeah.
It's something. It will keep them honest. But as you said, and as you've already highlighted, this wrestle for control of the economy has already been won out. The score indicates as such. Now back into what will be more rifle-driven. Yeah. 17 again for Robs. What is his stats for the series so far? Lordy.
What do you have, 32, I think?
32 on
those lines?
The first map they lost. Now 17 and 7.
He almost has 50 kills.
It's like he's taken to this new challenge. New motivation. Out he goes.
All right, they're going to drop that molly over towards construction.
Doto, what have you got for me? A pop flash for the elevator swing. Alu, straight in, great shot, takes down the head of the snake. Dexter for 1 though, traded. Not looking at construction, that's because they flood on in. Spinks only gets his 1. That should enable a plant. mousesports have control, the rest are disconnected. D is on his flank. Frozen responsible for it. I wonder how much he pushes this issue. Yeah, D is not going to be expecting this, so close. Powerful off angle.
Snappy should save. They've had a real issue with trying to save or being able to save or having rounds where they can save. It almost feels too late now as the score will be 9-3. As we mentioned that Alu AWP was not in the mix, and one of the gun rounds they did win, Alu had 4 kills with the AWP. Might get to see it maybe 1 or 2 more times before we get over to that second half, hit that ad break. But mousesports are looking like a different team here. It is still obviously through Rops with 17 kills, a lot of impact. He had the clutch, he almost had the 1-on-5. The thing is, you look at this team around Rops and they're skilled individuals, right? They're very skilled individuals. Acor over on Mad Lions, people really liked what they were seeing from him as an AWPer. I think that Frozen, like I mentioned before, has had his moments as a player. BMAS is still relatively new, but mechanically speaking, and when he entries, he can be one of those little robots cracking open bomb sites for you. And then Dexter is one of the more experienced members in terms of his tenure in the game, but not overseas. So the biggest factor here is Dexter. How long is it going to take him to acclimatize, and how is his calling going to be over on European soil? That is the question for mousesports, right? Because in terms of the firepower, it's there. It's not all activated right now, but it is there. Well, another timeout taken. Eagles again. So it will be a partial investment behind this save Dem 4. Should be able to get the AWP out next round for Alu. But that will be a scoreline of 10-3. They've already secured themselves the first map here, ENCE, so maybe not the end of the world, you know? If you get through this one quick, you just shrug it off. Yeah, we're not great at Vertigo yet. It's all good in the hood. It's back towards A. Frozen spots one. No damage. This is awkward around the smokes now. Very awkward. A fade. Snappy's going to see two. Snappy's not going to see anything.
Nothing. Just that little bit of extra smoke completely obscured his view. A-core, double zoom, no issue. Shouldn't be too many options now for this Deagle Armor round. A-core confirms short is still housing a CT, and
Shot.
Frozen making it look very, very precise here. Just one more body for them. Dexter will grab himself his 5th. And mousesports will take their 10th. Yeah, it does seem like the picture Chad is painting is starting to become a reality. ENCE, they were jostling for control. I think it was the most competitive rounds we've seen this half, as they were battling for that financial superiority. But when you see 10, ENCE, the elusive AWPs are back. Took him a while after the double eco territory, and Spinks' AWP has only lasted the first 5 seconds. He did well to land a shot. This time A-core's a bit more lethal though. And with A-core still standing, we might get to see that B one way again. We'll see. Towards ramp, Frozen's been lurking this. Oh, a tiny gap for Diha to work with. I don't think he actually's had any info. It favored Frozen, but he sprays in nicely.
There's this underarm smoke here, so
you're looking at absolutely nothing. He's pointing his finger at something,
I guess he's pushing himself into the side of the stack of boards there, and then underarms are up and on the top. We'll have to take a closer look at that one. Maybe Rush could do a pro tip for everybody at home.
Yeah.
Hey, future pros.
This is where it's awkward, right? Just look at this. They can just weasel up behind this smoke. So filthy.
Dota doesn't want to even give it a look in.
I don't blame him.
Bemis is crossed. Does find one. Good defensive work from Doto. Gives him an advantage, but Bemis is quick to relinquish control. It's only one. Snappy. Rops in mid, so clean onto Diha. And now Snappy's got rock in a hard place scenario. He has to bail himself out of trouble.
Timing.
Find the contact, and just like that, damn, somebody get Rops a glass of water. He is thirsty.
Well, this is looking very, very quick here. ENCE are going to do their best. They're going to invest in this final round of play. We'll give you the replays of those lovely Rops headshots. Just boshing them all over the shop here. But this time around, it's not just the Rops show, right? They haven't gotten to the scoreline of 11-3 only by Rops. There's been other players contributing here, and I think tactical superiority out of Mounds just in terms of how they have approached this map so far. We still do have an ENCE T side ahead of us, but if this half ends 12-3, which is looking likely as Alu spams his up down, they know that's one of the best weapons right now defending this A side. Cops a nade for his troubles. Maybe very, very quickly here onto Inferno.
Hot off the presses from Petter of HLTV, says mousesports have been leaving Vertigo in the pool often, but they've never actually picked it. The core trio of Rops, Frozen, and Bemis are 4-4 win-loss ratio on it.
I think it's a great idea for Dexter as an in-game leader to have this map towards the top of his map pool, because you can be so unique on it, especially when you're coming out of the black box. Oh, they're going to get pushed, or are they? The run boost.
Damn, Snappy catches them. At least enables a clean trade. Now, Dexter smoked off. Won't be able to contend with Spinks just yet. This favors the T side, though. Not only in weaponry, but now about
full gamble.
4-on-4. Yeah, he's got a pop flash for him.
They need info. They need something. There's the flash. Spinks is peeking off of it, doesn't see anything. At least that's an indication that maybe no one's home.
They're trying the A smokes for the first time this game, by the way. If anyone's watching in that clique. Oh, Ashley pulls out a headshot. I don't understand.
Blind flicking, gets the kill. ENCE have a chance now, but...
It is a consistent chance. He's actually losing a lot of health to get that bomb. No, and he's gone. Doto takes down the prize winner that is Rops, and now Doto can do it all. He's taken another, trying to elevate over the sandbags. Doto clutches to put a crucial fourth in the final round of play. Vertigo, 4 for ENCE, 11 for mousesports. My lord. It spells trouble. It even smells like a third. Join us after the break to find out if it is. Four rounds from ENCE's CT side. mousesports putting on quite the show on their attack. Now it's going to be swapped on over. We are in the second map of the day. Joined by Machine. This is Sponge, the Australian voice you'll be hearing momentarily.
G'day.
Got a bit of util. Snappy and Doto sacrificing Kevlar to bring some flame and smoke to the equation. Looks like they've got a lot of intent early. Skylight smokes may be involved. Look at Snappy as he prepares himself for something. Okay. Rush knows. Something's afoot.
So it's similar to what we saw Rops do, but just from a different position over on towards A here. So selling a bit of a fake as they are walking through middle. Acor and Dexter to deal with this. Oh, it's deep.
Oh, it's very deep. I don't think Dexter was expecting that. Acor baiting in, hiding in the sandbags, does well to find one. Will be overwhelmed when there's 4 Glocks in mid. CT, nice from Dexter. Bomb CT, he has the call, he has a flash. Trying to get some information, they're ready to contest.
This is awkward now for Snappy.
Rops is holding that flank. Oh, great shooting. He's actually managed to goosh him. More pressure. Doto swings back out mid. They're finding the frags necessary. ENCE have dug themselves out of trouble here.
They've even got the bomb, so back over towards A they go now.
Doto not only clutching out the previous round, he was the reason it reads 4 at the top of the score. But now these CTs are hindered, even more so as he finds some more impact. Frozen, the healthy one of the equation's gone, and well, with Rops' 9 HP, he's just gonna have to accept his fate here. Give it another go. I'd make no mistake, he's definitely capable of some impact.
I was curious if he was going to go and have a look in for some kills or not down the ladder and try and cut off rotations. He's still going to have a look in for kills. But the defuse kit and the Kevlar...
You know, you can really... You buy a smoke grenade, you're a potent little threat there.
Yeah, and I think considering mousesports have this chunky lead, we might see them go for a force 5 to own, because I think the 1v5 and... or the 1-on-5 attempt from Rops and then the 1-on-3 successful clutch from Rops, that's very telling of ENCE on this map, right? They looked a bit clunky, they weren't playing with each other very well. This was Acor grabbing one, and yeah... Dexter fell back almost into their Molotov, right? So you would be expecting that Molotov to be landing on top of the construction position. It did land deeper. That did stifle the rotation. So ENCE's plan worked perfectly to get the control they were looking for. And mousesports going for this. This is the classic mousesports force. They don't seem to go the scout on Acor. He just goes into a deagle, saves himself residual money, or residual cash for the AWP. And they rock these 5 deagles to the belly.
Yeah, Robs gave us a perfect demonstration of the power of these rounds on train. 3 kills in 6 bullets. Simple maths.
Okay, slow stuff from ENCE, just feeling this one out. A bit of a default spread. Nade shy, nobody has pushed up that far just yet. Snappy leading the charge, will be mulling over towards sandbags, so information starting to be taken back here. Smokes, 3 of which still stand for Mouse, will be thrown on out to stall this. Oh, Acor, the only one without armor. He's down to half HP now. Minute on the clock, starting to dump their smokes. Mouse, they're feeling under threat over towards this A site. Frozen bullets left, right, and center. Pimus is over here as well, and wow, Diha threw the smoke onto Acor, so it's looking like they're heading A. So many smokes now, and everybody's on the site.
Snappy, no issues. Frozen's causing a couple though, and if Doto goes down, there's a chance. Dexter and Rops. 25 seconds trying to play spoiler. Alu the bodyguard though, and nice shot from Dexter. 2 in fact. He only needs Snappy. They know where he is, and the bomb now is ticking at such a slow pace, practically in slow motion. Snappy knows he's going to get double peaked. He does very well to get the first and get away. That's the dream scenario to play this one out. Robs did preserve a kit, and he's trying to ninja it.
Played him.
He's actually pulled it out. Straight 5-second defuse. That's why you saved the kit, Chad. That's why you saved the kit.
Oh dear, Snappy thinks he's played it. Thinks, of course, there's no way he's going to sit this. Doesn't have a defuse kit. What are the chances he's forced into a defuse kit?
Dude, Dexter made this possible. This shot opened it up. This one secured the 1v2. And Rops, that 5-second defuse in front of Snappy's nose. You can see the hesitance. He knows there was a rifle in play, expecting potential pushes, didn't want to overcommit, but Doto, yep. Head in his hands after that one. Alu looking to pick up the pace of Mac 10 equipped, and not easy. Rops is there. He wants to take this round by force, and he has. Partnered up with Dexter for 2 early frags. Bemis, if he goes down, there's a way back in, but he has a good chance here onto Doto, just peppering away and eventually wins the war of attrition. Bomb loose. Rops will confirm that. Hello. This smells like a 13th. Certainly unlucky for Snappy and Diha. Second eagle shot. And as he takes his shot on Dexter, he can be swung on by Short. They can jump up boost box.
He's in trouble.
The ways in which he can find a one-on-one duel really are just A-core, and he wins it out. Nicely done.
This is feeling done, I think, ladies and gentlemen. It felt that way in the first half, especially after we had such a huge lead from mousesports, and now that they've been able to wrestle control of the economy, they've converted. We do see another all-in here from ENCE with a force. I think at this stage, if you're ENCE, you're like, let's just get the bloody hell out of here and get to Inferno. That will be map number 3 coming up next, but three more rounds from mousesports before we can get across the line. Over towards A, nice and noisy. Early util coming on through. Snappy takes a little bit of damage just there, down to 69. Dexter with all the info towards B, so they can have 3 players still facing A. Just searching was Dota, but A-core punishes, and the rest will follow as the utility gets thrown on out. Trying to make the most out of this here, ENCE. It's just so difficult to see anything at all. Okay, that's something.
It's something, it's not much. 2 wallbang bullets connect. Frozen mops up short. Off angle for A-core. There we have 14. mousesports certainly are looking like they are firmly in control of their map pick. ENCE, though, as we've already walked you through, not a map they're particularly familiar with or have been working on an affinity for. In contrast, though, I think the storyline is more about mousesports leaning this way. You know, like this is the interesting part, and it will get more interesting as this group progresses. There is more and more of their adversaries, big names in this group, that will now be cognizant that Vertigo is going to be part of this veto.
Think about like a team like G2, who you're going to be able to pick this against, and Nico's going to be primary AWPing, right? So you got a couple of choices, as these pistols will get shredded. No armor, just some upgrades, nothing. There's more B lobby aggression. That's the one name. Vitality don't mind Vertigo, so having that picked on through, there are threats for mousesports if they want to make this their #1 choice throughout EPL. Everybody's dead, 15 to 5. Matter of time. Buys coming out, just quickly purchasing on in, AKs, Galils, everything you want. But
now, there we go. I thought Dexter was actually going to sit there on a bloody MP9. He's got 11 grand in the bank, treated to an AK-47 no less, for potentially the final round of our second map tonight. Just because it's dark in the studio, Alex. It is 2 p.m.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
It's tonight somewhere.
Somewhere, somehow. Nades for mid. I think that could actually do significant damage. It's Bemis who evades most of it, and Rob's What the bloody...
All right, Dexter's there.
Okay, it's fine. And Alu does stop Robs before it gets a bit out of control. Bemis.
Oh, sketchy.
Sketchy on the way out. Gets it done. And all of these duels are actually finding connections. A-core on ramp has fallen to Diha. The bomb's in mid, so...
Oh, he's so committed.
Can go either way. But yeah,
so committed.
He is fully committed to this, and he will have to make a little bit of a peep on the way down. Bam! Snappy suddenly competitive. Dexter asked a lot of him. If he can find Alu. Oh, it's huge. He can now play from stairs. Confirms no one's home. Snappy, however, could be B. That's the info. Diha working on his own flank for Dexter. Oh, he's rocking a hard place here. Can't be caught in limbo.
Nice.
Great shooting. Traded. Diha now to clutch up and keep ENCE's chances alive. Frozen hears all of this. The bomb's Jen's. How does he intend to go about his business here?
Diha has to get the bomb back, and Frozen knows that, but the longer Diha waits, the more Frozen has to consider potential flanks.
I think he wants to just let him waste all the time, won't be able to play the fakey game, and then just put the pressure on there. Like, he wants to completely disappear, let him hunt, let him waste all the time in the world. You can see the passive line he adopted. And if he goes hunting, that's what Frozen's ready for. Maybe not the CT, though. Oh my God, they missed each other. And now this is perfect. It plays into Frozen's side of the court.
Molly's great.
Molly on top of his face, losing health with every passing second, and Frozen takes it. That is the power of patience and the power of some well-placed utility.
Don't you jump off now, Frozen.
Yeah, hold on, bro. Hold on. You're freaking me out. There we go. Defuse comes in, and there you have it. Inferno is secured. We're going all 3. mousesports, a speed run of their map pick. Only 21 rounds.